Hi guys, and welcome to the 6th edition of Talking Travel with me, Andrew. If this is the first time that you've joined us, welcome. This is a weekly chat that goes out on a Monday, as does Gerry Vanderwalt's photo chat, and we look at some of the latest industry news, some of the travel tips and advice for traveling in Southern Africa, and we also like to engage with you guys and get your thoughts and ideas for upcoming events and features in this. The standard format is that we look at some of the industry news, then we have a feature of the week, and then sometimes a featured destination. So this week, looking at industry news, one of the biggest things, especially for us, is the launch of the Wild Eye website. You can go and check it out at www.wild-eye.co.za. So go check that out and then come back and join us. Then going back to last week's chat, Jay Collier from Canon in Australia pointed out something that was quite funny. So you can see the screen grab that will come up now. Jay, I promise you that was not planned, although as I mentioned on Facebook, the hyena ears that appear to be coming out of my head do complement my wild eyes. Then last week's chat as well, we mentioned how good the Timbavati region was for leopard sightings. Traditionally, the best region in South Africa is known as the Sabi Sands, but I made a comment last week that I reckon that the Timbavati was also one of the best places to go and see leopard in the country. And Chad Cocking, a guide from Motswari Private Game Reserve in the Timbavati region, he has taken an image of a female leopard up a tree with 3 kills with her. It's a fantastic image showing just how good this place is for leopard, and they don't seem to be struggling. If I'm not mistaken, there's a couple of steenbok and an impala up in that tree. So a fantastic image from Chad, great photographer in his own right, and we can't wait to get up to the Timbavati in December for one of our photographic expeditions. Then a big thanks to Deb Weston from California for her suggestion for an upcoming chat. We're going to be featuring that as a poll towards the end of this chat and run the feature on that in an upcoming episode. So Deb, thank you very much, a fantastic idea, and again, we really do appreciate all your feedback. So, moving on to this week's feature, as we tied in with the poll on Facebook this week, what are the best items that you need in your travel bag when you're on a holiday? So we're going to go and check those out. Right, so as promised, we're going to look at some of my best travel gadgets that I always take with me when we head out into the bush. The first one, which was made famous by the Survivor, is the buff. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen these before, but they are incredibly practical. You can wear them in a number of ways, as wristbands to wipe off sweat, as a beanie, as just a bandana, but you can also tuck them down through into your shirt to prevent wind from going through there. So these are great for summer and winter. Especially in summer, you can wet them and then pull them around your neck, and it helps to keep you quite cool. These you can pick up for about 150 Rand or so at either Cape Union Mart or due south. Then moving on, we found a very interesting item the other day. These are called hides. So basically they're a glasses strap, a sunglass strap, but they also allow you to use the back end here as a cleaning mechanism for the glasses. This floats in the water as well, so that will keep your glasses afloat if they fall into the water. And then you can roll this out and store your shades. You can either clip them off, or you can just roll them up into this little bag, and it becomes a protective carry case for your sunglasses as well. These are fantastic, about 250 Rand, and you can get these at due south, or you can check out www.hides.com. Then zip-off shorts. Obviously when you're traveling, you need to be aware of how much luggage you're going to take with you. My fiance packs for any eventuality, but that's not always practical. So these are fantastic. So you could have a set out on drive in the morning with your long pair of pants, keep yourself nice and warm, and then as the day gets warmer, you can zip off the bottom part, stow these in your bag, and then you're left with a nice pair of shorts. They're lightweight, they can roll up and take up very little space, and they're incredibly handy. You can get those at Cape Union Mart. They're made by K-Way as well, and they probably cost around 500 to 700 Rand a pair. Then the lightweight shirts, we make these as at Wild Eye as well. You can get them at most of your outdoor stores. These shirts usually have a sun protection factor to them, or an SPF factor, so they're great for protecting you from the sun when you're out in the game drive vehicle in the midday. You can obviously roll down the sleeves and pop up the collar to prevent the sun from getting onto your neck and arms. And the nice thing with these is that even when they're scrumpled up and they get a little bit creased, you just have to wet them, hang them out on a hanger in the sun to dry, and they'll come out and you can wear them perfectly. Or even just hang them in the bathroom whilst you're having a shower at the lodge. These are probably a couple of hundred Rand, but also very, very handy. Then the next item, most of the lodges provide you with headlamp or torches and that sort of thing for walking around in the evening. These headlamps are fantastic, especially if you're camping. Petzl probably is the most reliable and one of the most well-known brands when it comes to these. But you can pick them up for about anywhere from about 400 to 1,000 Rand at either Cape Union Mart or due south, depending on which of those shops you prefer. Then the other thing, also made by Kway, is soft canvas bags. This is something which is quite handy and important to remember, especially when traveling when you're going to be using light aircraft. The hard carry cases, which are often used for international travel, are not very friendly when moving around in light aircraft. So these soft canvas bags or something similar are great. This range is made by Kway again, and you can get them at Cape Union Mart, and depending on the size that you're going to want, anywhere from 270 all the way up to 900 Rand. A great bag, and then also for storage back home, you can just roll them up and stick them in a cupboard somewhere, so they don't take up as much space as those hard carry cases. Another handy little item, again from Kway, is this raincoat. When I was up in Kenya at the Masai Mara, this was a fantastic little piece of gear. Kept it clipped onto my belt at all times, and in this late afternoon we've got a thunderstorm. Didn't really need a big thick jacket or anything. This was more than enough. Just roll it out and zip it up. It's got nice little things here where you can put your thumb through, so it prevents it from slipping and creeping up all the way up on your arm. Fantastic little thing to keep with you, and that probably costs around about 300 Rand. So that's also from Cape Union. Then a very well-known piece of equipment is the Leatherman, especially for campers. Screwdrivers and knives and a set of pliers and a host of other things. Just a very handy item to have with you when you're traveling. Just remember not to keep this on your person or in your hand luggage, because they will confiscate it on the international flights. So rather put it in your main bag, just a safe little spot in there. These, depending on which model you go for, this is the Skeletal. I think these go for about 800 Rand. You can get them at most of your outdoor stores again, made by Leatherman. Then a very handy item which I picked up the other day is called a bobble. It's a water bottle, but it has a built-in filter. So the bottle itself is recyclable and BPA free. The whole set comes together for about 99 Rand from due south, and these filters, which need to be replaced after about 150 litres, cost about 70 Rand. So this is a fantastic way if you are traveling and you're not sure about the water quality where you're going to be going. You can always just buy the bottled water, chuck it in here and get it filtered even more, just to give you that little bit of safety and peace of mind. Then the interesting thing, when we did the poll on Facebook, a lot of people mentioned that they would take their cell phones with them, and it was almost a tongue-in-cheek type thing, I think. But with technology becoming so handy these days and so diverse, it actually isn't a bad idea. So whether you take an iPad or a cell phone with you, you can get a number of applications which can make traveling a little bit easier or more interesting. The app that I'm going to suggest is Go Skywatch. This is a fantastic application which allows you to explore the night sky a little bit more. It's got the main planets, you can zoom in, click onto a planet, and it gives you all the breakdown and the information on it. You can search for specific stars, get information on constellations, and I think there's quite a bit of depth in here for even the sort of enthusiastic astronomer. So Go Skywatch for iPad or iPhone is free, and you can download it from the App Store. And this is a fantastic product to take with you. Very, very handy and quite educational as well. There you go, guys. That concludes this week's episode of Talking Travel with Andrew. Be sure to go and check out our website. There's the photographic division, the destinations division, as well as the equipment division. You'll see that the colors change as you go through, the colors of the chameleon change as you select each one of those different destinations, just to help you understand where you are on the site. This week's poll, we're going to look at the best destinations to go and view specific species. This is the suggestion that Deb gave us, and we're going to put a slightly different spin on it. We're going to do one animal a day, and we want to hear where you guys think the best destination to go and see that specific animal is. So keep an eye on Facebook and on Twitter, and we'd love to hear from you. Drop us a line if you need any information. All the details do appear at the end of this chat. See you.